Right. You see that?
So I'm seeing the main reason I want to speak about this is I'm seeing a lot of feminine men in those environments, and then also guys who just fly off the handle, who aren't able to stay composed under pressure or in a difficult situation. They react rather than respond.
Impulsive men.
Impulsive men.
Right. So I like what you said about that. I think earlier. So remember, the a lot of men. Now, first off, when we do these talks are for men. So if you don't like it, change the channel. I don't care. This is for men. Okay. Simple as that. It's not by force. This is for the men, because the men need to know this, and women also need to understand how we talk to men. Got it. How we talk with and talk about men. It's very important. Now, the first thing you said about like in the bar where the man goes and doesn't know what he's ordering. Many men today have not seen
A masculine man.
Not masculine men. They've not had masculine teachers.
Yeah.
You understand? Now, because one is a man and teaching does not mean he's a masculine teacher. You need to specify that, okay? It's not just every Tom, Dick, and Harry that's a man that can be masculine. It's not, okay? Because people they can be men, but they teach with a feminine frame.
Can I ask something? And this is I hate to be interrupted or to interrupt. The only thing is, I think a lot of people don't even really have a clear concept of what masculine or feminine is.
Yes.
So do you think it's worth us maybe defining that? When you say masculine teacher versus a feminine one, could you articulate? Because I know what you mean, but
see, I can articulate, but that'll take another 2 hours. Because
just a brief thing, like.
Alright, you start now, and I'll help you.
Okay. Well, so to me, I think when I speak of masculine, I'm talking in terms of yang versus feminine being yin. So masculine would be qualities such as boldness, being direct, being rational, being clear, being brave, being confident, being courageous, leading rather than following. And then feminine would be the opposite to those qualities: submissive rather than dominant, yielding, following rather than leading, being more vulnerable, being more sensitive, and so on. So
I'm going to interrupt you.
go for it.
You said the word submissive.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very offensive word.
Only because a lot of people don't understand what it means.
Exactly. So when one says, it's not you, it's a lot of men that say that. And the thing is, men say that. They say that in non-understanding way. Now, the key, the beauty about submissive is actually this: cooperative and communicative. That's it. Because when the feminists hear that word,
The who? The feminists?
Yes.
So what we're calling them? I like that.
So when feminists hear that word,
Triggered.
no, it's not triggered. It's triggered. When the feminists hear that word, submissive, they get triggered. And triggered basically means so submissive. Basically, it sounds like slavery. It's not. Submissive is actually cooperative and communicative. Well, as simple as this: can we both have a conversation? That's it. That's cooperative and that's communicative. If I say, okay, we're doing this, we're gonna go here, 1, 2, 3. Are you gonna argue with me? You're gonna cooperate with me. That's cooperative, that's communicative. If every time I say, okay, we're gonna go left, you're gonna go, wow, we're going left, oh my god.
It's not cooperative.
That's not cooperative. If you have to chime in your 2 cents every time someone says we're doing this, that's not cooperative. Now, you've not been taught better or taught otherwise that this is not cooperative. But every time someone says we're doing 1, 2, and you have to chime in your 5 cents, that's not cooperative.
Oh man,
I
hear you, and I think you make a really good distinction, and I think there are certain words which are so loaded, and I'm fully aware of how loaded that word is, and I said it anyway. And
that's good. I'm glad you said it, because I've been trying to explain this for a while. It's not what you think it is. Because when we say so, but remember, it's the need to be right, or is the arguing for argument's sake. Have you ever gone to someone and said, "Oh, the sun is out. After daylight, it's gonna be nighttime." Yeah, but you know, it's not really sun. You know, it's like sun. It's like, Charlie.
There's some people that literally start every sentence like that. Yeah, but.
Yeah, but no, but.
Yeah, but. Like, I just have to disagree for some reason. And the thing I want to add too, when it comes to this concept of whether you refer to it as submission, cooperation, being communicative with someone, it takes a lot of strength to allow someone to lead. So, for example, if you one of the things I like to do is Argentine tango, and in that dance, the male leads, and what's interesting is how the woman follows, right? But to be a follower, you have to be very present and very aware. You have to be very sensitive to what's happening. And sometimes they actually get men to go into following roles, so they get to feel like what it feels from the other side. So they understand the difference between being clear and being direct in your instruction, like your physical, movement. And what's interesting is how often I see women struggle with this thing of letting go. Like, let go and feel. Like, they'll anticipate or they'll try and control things, and they have to almost unlearn a way of being that they've got from just being in a society where they're always having to do this, do that, the other.
Why would you suppose that is?
Why would I suppose what is?
That some women can't let go.
I think there's probably a few reasons for it. For one, I think a lot of women haven't met a man that they've had good experiences with when they've trusted them. And they haven't had that guy who they can let go and trust, who hasn't let them down. And they also just aren't used to it as well.
Or they could have had one or two bad experiences.
That's what I mean.
And compare again, person B with person A.
That's what I said.
Yeah, literally that.
Yeah.